Welcome back, and today we are going to be grooming Alfonso, his complete and utter mane. So, he just had his blanket on right here, and yeah, and now we're kind of going to groom him, because that's what we love doing, grooming the pony. So, we are going to go through all the... Since we're outside right now, I'm not near anybody, I'm just going to take off my mask. But, yeah, we're just going to go through everything, Alfie, and we're going to groom him up completely. And I know I did like a hoof trimming thing video, but now I want to do a complete and utter thing, so you guys will learn about all the brushes and everything. So let's get into this video. But wait, guys. Before we get into this video, you guys need to hit the subscribe button, the like, and the notifications button in 5 seconds with your pinky finger. So let's see if you guys can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you did, give yourself a pat on the back. But now let's really get into this video. And towards Alfonso. I'm just gonna put that back on. And we are going to go through all the brushes first, because before you can brush your horse, you need to know all the brushes. That way you know in the order, because, yeah, a lot of people do it in a certain order. So let's just take a look at the brushes. And there's also some hoof. So, here are the brushes that all people use pretty much. So there's this curry comb. And then there is this comb right here. It's a little bit harder. It's like a bristly comb, basically. And then we have the soft comb, which you use at the end. And then we have this right here, the hoof pick. So we are now going to go through every motion. So we're just going to zoom you guys in. This is what this looks like. Cool, I guess. But yeah, that's what it looks like. We also have a lot of mud here. So. We are going to bring the mounting blocks, the weed pizza out. Put you guys down. And we're just going to set you ready. Alfonso, you're being filmed, by the way, so have fun, Alfie. Okay, so, carry comb. Okay, so we're just going to bring you a bit closer so you guys can see the Alfonso's features. And this is the curry comb. So we have our visual, and you slip this, whatever hand you use, into the back. Put yourself forward, and then you will go into a circular formation, completely ruining your horse's mane or fur.
I was going to say, I don't think it ruins their mane, but...
Yeah, you're going to completely ruin it. It's fine. You're just going to go into a circle. And what this does is, we have hair, and under that is dirt. So this unleashes all that hair and makes it backwards. So yeah. This is pretty much the only brush you do this with.
Gently breaks off the dirt.
You don't really want to do that with soft brush, because it's not really going to get underneath much. But you're going to do that on both sides of Jim. And yeah, you're going to go into a circle over and over. And the most important part that you need to get on your horse after you finish all this is the belly. Because if you don't, they're going to buff you off if they're not a great... Personally, I do that too if I had a bunch of mud underneath me. Now, Alfie had a blanket on, so he's pretty clean, but we're going to do it anyway. So?
And that's why we train horses before we ride, to make sure they're nice and comfy. Because if they have rocks in their feet, if they have big chunks of mud that are being rubbed into their skin every step that hurts, that's when they're naughty.
So, yes, I'm just going to do one side of the horse, and then when we're off camera, I'm going to do the other side. So, yes, this is the amazing curry comb to uneven your horse's fur, basically. And I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So, this is kind of what Alfie's hair looks when it's nice and fronted, but this is when it's ruffled and stuff like that. So we now need to move on to the next horse. And if you did not see the circular motion, it's like that. So yeah, now we have to move on to the next
Not horse, but yes.
So, people don't use this. And for all of summer, I pretty much didn't use this at all. But right now, we're going through every brush in case you end up using this. So, unlike the curry comb, this is not a circular thing, because you're going to go like this on the horse and not like that. And it's unlike the soft brush, it's not soft, it's more bristly, like little porcupine quills, but it doesn't stag into you. And yeah, this one kind of is like the soft brush, but it kind of gets the dirt off a bit. It gets the dirt off a bit more than the soft brush does. And all you're going to do with this is what you do with the soft brush. You're just going to go around Alfonso's like this. And this also is really good for getting any dust off, because the curry comb has a bunch of holes in it, little holes. But this is my dust weapon to get rid of all the dust, which we do not want. Okay, so then we have the outstanding, not outstanding, but very soft brush, and that's exactly what it's called. The soft brush. Now this brush is a very soft, like one of those brushes that don't really brush your hair at all, they're just soft, and then I guess they even out your hair. So yeah, since Elfie's hair is still a little radically crazy horse, this you just do in the same position as you did with the last brush, and it'll basically make all their hair smooth again.
And do you use the brush on his face?
Yes, you can use it on his face.
Is it brushes on his face?
No.
Exactly.
So, if you want to clean your horse's face nice, then just use the soft brush, and there's a bunch of soft brushes. Some horses will put up with the second brush, but it's not as comfortable. Just like it's not as comfortable if you had like a soft, take a makeup brush for example, you have a makeup brush, you're putting powder on, it feels a lot better with a soft brush than with a pokey brush, because then you're just like
stabbing yourself.
And that's not and that's very painful, by the way, which I've never done, but it's fine. So now you're just gonna clean the horse toes and follow their hair. If you don't follow their hair, it's gonna end up looking like this, and it's not gonna be professional. So you're just gonna follow their hair to make it back soft and not soft, and get on his belly and all that fun stuff. So you can even do his legs with this. Just do this. But if they're really muddy, then use the curry comb. And we're just gonna do Alfie's face. That's comfortable. So yeah, that's Alfonso. The final thing that you use to groom your horse. Might have to use. You guys might have to use a whole bunch of other stuff like nail polish for a horse. But we're just grooming the horse. And these are a bunch of things that you use to groom. Popular, at least. So now we're gonna use the magical hoof pick of doom. So it's not a doom tool. So right back here you have this, which is actually to get underneath the dirt, and this is to kind of wipe off all the dirt. So yeah, and you do not use this to clean this part of your horse. You don't pet your horse with this. You use it for the feet because that's like a bone, and the bone actually has like this whole thing in it, and that's its dirt. So I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So if I'll keep this nice. So that is all the dirt that is in Alfonso's foot, which we need to get rid of all of that. So, because there can be big rocks in there, and if there's big rocks, then it's not comfortable for the horse. So it's very important that you get rid of those huge, gigantic, awful rocks, because if you don't, then the horse is going to not thank you for it. So all you're going to do is pick up the horse, and you're going to use the back side of it to get underneath the hoof. Not the hoof. You're going to use it to get under the dirt. And, yeah, there is something called the frog in this, and if you touch that, that is actually the soft part in their foot. And if you touch that, I'm warning you, they're not going to be pretty happy with you.
Because they can feel it. It's like the palm of our hand. If somebody stabbed your heel with a piece of metal, you wouldn't like them too much either. So yeah, the frog is basically
the shape of a V. So like a V like this, and then it's shaded in the middle. So it's the matching.
Hey Ella, do you know why horses can jump so high?
Is this a joke?
Yes.
Because they're frogs?
They have frogs in their feet.
Oh my god! Okay. So, anyway. You want to kind of go
I
in
think
the
I'm funny.
V. You want to go in the V shape and make sure you don't, like if you're a little far away from the frog, that's fine, because at least you're not poking it or killing it or anything. So I think I found the end of the frog right there. So, yeah. And of course horses will want their feet back, and I'm not very strong. I mean, I'm kind of strong, but not very strong. So yeah. And then you can use this side to clean up that. But guys, we are going to end this video. And I'll kind of show you how to get the back foot, but that's pretty much it. So all you do for the back foot is, Alfie set my back down. Alfie loves lifting his back feet.
Because I'm so good at it.
So I just touch it to lift it up, but usually you can take it like this and then hold it like that. And go lift it. So guys, hope you like this video. If you did, smash the like button and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.